Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And with 3 games remaining in the regular season, here's how the East stacks up. Taking a look at the visitors here. Their season's basically over, barring some sort of miracle. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Williams. And it's the Wizard in at the shooting guard position. We've got Davis, and it's Hall in at the shooting guard. Heading now into the final stages of the regular season. How excited are you for the playoffs, Doris?
BA, I absolutely cannot wait. This is always a long season, and there's a little bit of time left, but boy, can you feel the anticipation.
Here's Brooks. Driving inside. Brown with some nice D. Pass to Hall. Now here's Jones. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Hall. 5 to shoot. The 11-footer. And that one comes up a bit short. Brooks outside. Pass to the Wizard. And here is Williams. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's the Wizard. He had 9 points in his last time out. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Brooks, the pass to Williams.
Hey, who got him?
Here's the Wizard. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Brooks defending from 13. And Davis slams it home.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Now here's Brooks, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. And he banks in the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pass to Jones. Brown scanning the floor. Here's Hall. There's Davis with the 3. Some solid defense from Williams. Gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Brooks, the pass to the Wizard. Brooks against Brown. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Brown. Still no points. Outside Davis. And finished off by Davis.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Brown against Brooks. Pass to the Wizard. It doesn't go for him. Brown against Brooks. Right side Brown. Outside Jones. Now Davis. Here's Hall. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Pulls it from the top of the key. Davis with room to shoot. And it's Davis again missing.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
And the Wizard gets it to go.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Back to Brown. Pass to Hall. Oh, it's stolen away. And let's jump over to the rookie leaderboard, showing the most efficient scores. Jones, the pass to Hall. From outside the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Pass to the Wizard. Now here's Brooks, defended by Brown. And that one's good for Brooks. Brooks has got 8.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Outside Jones. Back to Brown. Pass to Hall. Back to Brown. Now here's Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hall. Let's go with a 3. The shot won't fall. Now Brooks. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Brooks. No good with the triple.
What normally he makes that defense gets lucky there.
Outside, Brown. Williams defending. And here's Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Hall. Jacks up a 3. Brooks with the rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's the Wizard. It's good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And a look at the stats for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
1:21 left to play in the first. Outside Jones. Here's Pack. Wilkins with a rebound.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Here's the Wizard, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Outside Watson. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Pack. 17 seconds left in the opening quarter. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. On the wing, Jones. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They're up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Here's Pack. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Rogers. Clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Graham, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Shooting around 53%, a nice number. And it's the Wizard in at the 2. The Wizard passes to Watson. And stolen by Jones. Up and in on the layup. He's got 5.
Aggressive move in the painted area. Just make some things happen.
Pass to the Wizard. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Inside, here's Rogers. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Pass to Copeland. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Wilkins, pass to the Wizard. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Let's look at the leaderboard and see which teams are making the most of their trips to the line in the second half of the season.
Ever since the break, they've been shooting with great confidence from the line, and their numbers reflect that.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. To the middle. Stolen! to the right side. Fade away. Davis with a rebound. Shooting at about 44% so far. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Wilkins, pass to the Wizard. Here's Copeland. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Shot clock at 6. Takes one from 10 feet. And he can't get that one. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Back to Jones. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Right wing. With the fadeaway. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. And the Wizard pulls it down.
Right. Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy's 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness. Look out.
Pass to Pack. To the paint. Here's Jones, and he drops it in from the low post.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Shooting the ball at 48% so far. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Brooks outside. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Outside Davis. Here's Rogers. Pass to Brown. Here's Rogers. 6 on the shot clock. Jones, the pass to Davis. Here's Hall. The putback. It's good on the putback. Rogers has got 6.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Cuts off the pass. Brooks down low. Brown's there. Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside Jones. Pass to Hall. Back to Jones. Here's Rogers. Outside for Davis. Now here's Jones. With the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has gotten his second bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Brooks, the pass to Williams. Back to Brooks. And the call is going to be, yes, on an illegal screen.
Now that's foul number 2. And he's got to avoid another this half if he wants to stay on the floor.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Outside, Brown. Pass to Hall. Here's Rogers. Here's Hall. No points so far. Ooh, another miss. He's 0 for 6 in this contest.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you guys.
A two-way talent. All right, Allie, thank you. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Pass to the Wizard. Back to Williams. Here's the Wizard. His last outing, we saw him score 13. 5 on the clock. Brooks. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Shooting around 60% in the second. An excellent number. Back to Brown. Pass to Hall. It's Brown on the wing. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
A minute 35 left in the second period. Pass to the Wizard. Brooks outside. The 3-ball. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Outside, Brown. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Out to the right wing. Pass to Williams. Brooks outside. Here's the Wizard. Outside, Williams. Now Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. They get it again. No dice on the putback jam.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Brown inside. Brooks defending. And Hall gets it to go.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
Brooks outside. Looking to end this cold spell. And he sinks the layup. Brooks has got 10 points.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Mark Dagnall, and Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying. And then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Thanks for being here. Let's kick things off with a check on the NBA Players of the Week. For the Western Conference, the Wizard.
I've been really impressed watching him. I mean, he's facilitating this offense, making plays for his teammates and for himself.
Yeah, he's been the best player on the floor most nights. Really has. You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically none. There were a few calls they thought should have gone their way, but you can't rely on the refs to bail you out. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Brown. He's scoreless. We've got Davis, and it's Brown in at the point guard position. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Here's Hall. Launches it. Williams grabs the board. Now, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. When SGA is carving out that kind of career, you can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
First personal foul. First team foul.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Brown with it. Outside Jones. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. And Brown, the bucket on the assist from Jones. Brown's gotten his first basket of the night.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to the Wizard. Brown against Brooks. No good with the elbow jumper. Pretty even game right now in Charlotte. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Pass to Jones. Outside, Brown. Here's Hall. Here's Jones. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Jones. Doris, Alex Caruso, known for his defensive presence.
I don't know which aspect of his game on that end of the floor to talk about. His ball pressure at the point of attack is elite, but you can also put him off the ball if you need to, and he can get into passing lanes and be disruptive. If you need him to guard up a position, he can do that as well. The versatility is probably the thing that makes him dominant.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Shooting pretty well at 45%. And the Wizard gets it to go.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Outside Jones. Back to Brown. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's the Wizard. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And that one's good for Brooks.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. So Mark Degno will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And on the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month.
You know, they're pressuring the ball more, challenging every single shot. Their defense has been playing at a really high level.
Pass to Hall. Now here's Brown. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And here's Jones, 6 to shoot. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to the Wizard. Out left to the wing. Here's Williams. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Brown.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Outside Davis. Pass to Hall. Back to Davis. Over to the wing. Fader on the way. And it's Hall missing.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's the Wizard. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. And it's Brooks missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Brown.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Brown.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Pass to the Wizard. Outside, Williams. Three-pointer, Brooks. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 now. Down low. As Davis slams it home.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Pass to the Wizard. Back to Brooks. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Brooks has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Jones. He's got 5. From 7 feet away. No good there, off the double clutch.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
Back to Brooks. Pass to the Wizard. Brooks outside. On the money from 12 feet away. Brooks has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Back to Brown. Pass to Hall. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Brooks with the rebound.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brooks has got 22 points.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Here's Hall. Nifty move. And the layup is up and in. Hall's got his second basket of the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Now here's Williams. Brooks down low. Brown's there. The Wizard's shot is off. Gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. To the inside. And stolen by Williams. Here's the Wizard. And rejected. They retain possession. When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So both teams making some changes here. .157 left in the third quarter. Pass to Hall. Here's Rogers. He has 6. Wilkins with a rebound. Here's the Wizard. And here's Brooks. 1:24 left in the third. Jones grabs the board. Shooting about 40% so far in the third. And he jams it home with authority.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
Away team ball. Substitution on the court.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Wilkins, pass to the Wizard. The fadeaway. And he can't bank that one in.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's the Wizard. Gets the 3 ball to go. The Wizards got 5. And we've reached the end of the third. They lead by 5. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Williams, and it's Copeland in at the point. Williams against Davis. Williams in the post.
Team foul. Davis. Second personal foul. First team foul.
The home team on D. Pass to Copeland. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Brown inside. Williams defending. Brown, no good. Shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Here's Copeland, defended by Brown. That one falls. Shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Pass to Pack. Here's Rogers. Outside, Brown. Here's Pack. Here's Rogers. And the layup is good off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Copeland, defended by Brown. Here's Copeland, hauled in by Brown.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And stolen by Williams. The Wizard passes to Williams. Here's Wilkins. Here's an 8-footer. Blocked! To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Copeland. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Williams. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Davis looking it over. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Pass to Williams. Here's the Wizard. Davis against Williams. No luck on that one. Davis with the defensive effort. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Davis has gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Both teams will make substitutions. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's the Wizard, defended by Jones. Pass to Brooks. The rebound by Pack. Gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Outside Jones. Banked it in off the glass.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here's Wilkins. Spins. Here's the Wizard. Can't convert off the spin.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Jones, the pass to Hall. Outside Jones. Pass to Pack. On the wing, Jones. Now here's Davis. Clock at 4. Jones, the pass to Pack. Up and over Brooks. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter to stop the drought. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Brooks has got 24.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Outside Davis. Pass to Hall. Out to the right wing. Here's Pack. Here's Hall. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizards got 6 rebounds in the game. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Hall.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Pack. Pass to Hall. Outside Jones. Here's Pack. Brooks defending. Here's Hall. Wilkins with a rebound. Shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Now Brooks. Here's the Wizard. Tries from 19. Davis pulls it down. Got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Jones. They set the pick. To tie it up. Oh, it's off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now Brooks. Here's the Wizard. from about 19. Oh, it misses. Shooting pretty well at 45%. Jones. Yes, sir, with the three.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Here's Brooks. Yes! Using that window!
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup! Shooting at 45% of the game so far. A minute 6 left in the fourth quarter here. Releases from 15. Davis pulls it down. Shooting 55% since the start of the fourth. Here's the pass to Brown. Now it's Jones. Here's Brown. Shot clock at 5. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Brown against Brooks. That'll count. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. We've got Davis, and it's Hall in at the 2. Jones outside. Here's Hall. Driving in to take the lead. Now Davis. Here's the pass to Brown. Clock at 6. Takes a 3, and he nails it.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Brooks against Brown, and he slams it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Here's Hull, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Shooting at about 44% so far. Brooks outside. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
About 90 seconds off the clock at extra time now. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Jones feels it out. Brown fires. Oh, a good call with the jump hook. Brown's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Brooks outside. Here's the Wizard. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks hits it, falling back. Shooting the ball at 48% so far. Jones with a screen on Brooks. Puts one up from 19 and misses.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Well, in these situations, this is who they want at the charity stripe.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field as OT gets going. We're now about 3 minutes into this overtime period. In transition, here they come. Davis pulls it down.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Here's the steal. Here's the Wizard. Davis on the double team. Oh, he picked him clean. And they're pushing it up. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Releases from 15. Shot's no good. And so they foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And he's unable to get the second one. So Mark Degno will call a timeout. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
First clean look they have, I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Hey, come on.
From downtown, Williams rips down the board, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime they took control.
And BA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And time now for our player of the game.